This week we're off to see some big jumping crocs on the Adelaide River and then head into Litchfield National Park for a few days where we'll chase some more waterfalls before we head up to Darwin.
I'll give it a few crunches, but they just swallow it all whole.
The Adelaide River is about an hour out of Darwin and is one of the best places in the Northern Territory to see a crocodile. The difference with seeing them here though is that they make a beeline straight for the boat and are jumping out of the water to get some chops from the skipper. It was certainly a pretty amazing experience seeing them out of the water like this. I swear it was the little girls on the boat squealing and not me. Do they have a tongue?
Nah, no tongue.
Oh, he likes that. Look at that.
Oh, he's like a puppy
They've
dog.
just got a flap at the back of their throat. They sort of, and they'll always come to the surface to swallow their food. They won't swallow food underneath the water. Now, if they try and swallow underneath the water and take in too much water, they can actually drown themselves.
We're in Darwin, just stocking up on some bits and pieces and getting the paperwork sorted for shipping the car out to East Timor at the end of the month. And unfortunately, we've had a few problems with the charger for the auxiliary battery, so Mark's been working hard trying to get it fixed, but with no luck. So we're sending it back to the guys in Perth, so hopefully they'll get it sorted for us. In the meantime, we're going to head down to Litchfield National Park and not have a fridge or an inverter, so we'll be back to basics and I'll be eating canned tuna for the first time in my life. And then hopefully by the time we're back we'll hear from the guys in Perth with some good news. The drive to Litchfield is only about 100 or so kilometres from Darwin. We drove down the Northern Road, which is unsealed in parts and was a really scenic drive. We're at the campsite at Sandy Creek Falls where we'll be camping tonight, and we're just about to go for a walk down to the falls, and it's meant to be about a 20-minute walk, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected.
Probably been thinking that all we've been doing for the last few weeks is driving through the bush, swimming at amazing waterfalls, which would be true. So we've also had to put up with 80 to 90% humidity and a million flies, which has really driven Jolie crazy. But it's all worthwhile when you get to come to places like this.
We jumped in the car again and went off in search of another waterfall. It's a common occurrence in the Northern Territory to see these magnetic termite mounds scattered throughout the bush. These mounds, which are aligned north to south to minimise the exposure to sun, are found only in the northern parts of Australia.
We're at Surprise Creek Falls this morning, driven down from Sandy Creek where we stayed last night. It's about an hour south along a single dirt track, a couple of river crossings which are good. So we're walking through the rainforest to the falls now, which we've heard just recently aren't flowing anymore, but we'll go for a walk and check it out and go for a swim because it's pretty warm.
heading up to the main part of the park today to Florence Falls. Unfortunately, that means getting off these tracks and back onto the sealed road. We've called in to see the Lost City. It's a pretty spectacular sight of freestanding sandstone block and pillar formations reminiscent of a long-forgotten city. Today we're heading back to Darwin to pick up our auxiliary battery charger, which has been sent back to us, which is good timing because all of our camera batteries are almost dead. So before we head back, we've called into Florence Falls and we were pretty lucky, we scored the place to ourselves. Next week we'll be getting everything sorted in Darwin, ready to ship the troopy to East Timor. Thanks for watching and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you like the video. See yous!